Now, this is significant.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this.
Yeah, plenty of reading.
She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy. I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Yeah, you got that right.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough. My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up a bad memory. Let's just keep going.
Didn't I tell you to lay off the booze? Yeah, we know what happened after that. Keep picking up reagents and anything you can use. Don't know why you're picking those up. The soul jump I can understand, but fragments of them. I'll make some potions while you're here. As you're unlikely to be able to restock on them. After we figure out what Valerica was doing here. More fine than the usual void thoughts. Okay, done here. Let's look for some useful info. There it is. That's the book you need. No, not that one. That small one. soul cairn. That sounds like it's the plane of oblivion. The barriers have become weak over the last 200 years. Okay, got the info we need, and we already know that bit. We were there when we released her. Give it to Serana, see if she makes sense of it.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh,
got that.
Damn it.
Got that.
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Yeah. How would you figure that much out, Black Springer? Now let's open this portal to this plane of oblivion.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Neither do I. She always seemed happy before we heard the prophecy. Then it all changed. She became a different person. They both did. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then? All right, here goes.
You're just close enough to... well, get back.
Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I guess?
No.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Up to you.
Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
That wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. Anyway, to the soul cairn!
Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing. The air, the ground, this is all wrong.
So this is where the souls go when soul gems are used.
So this is what it's like on the other side.
Yeah, I know, welcome to Oblivion. Ooh, these fishes fill soul gems. Concentrated soul energy.
Please, end this misery.
Unfortunately he can't do that as you're dead to begin with. And I don't think he has anything that can end your misery. I see you want to search this place before searching for Valerica. Why are you picking up these soul husks? Can't think of any other. Ah, good, something to. It turned to this black stuff too quickly. Still, more soul gems are filled.
Who's there?
That is relief, isn't it?
I knew I heard something.
That even in... yeah. And there's nothing of that description coming out of those Oblivion gates. Oh yeah, keep picking up those soul husks. What are you doing? Next time, watch out for... just watch where you're jumping into. You don't know what it'll do to you. Well, you know what the Fuster O'Dowd would do to him.